Okay, hi guys, welcome back to BB's Customs. Today we're going to be fixing the mess I made of this last week. So this is a box I made last week. If you can remember from the last episode, I made a template, traced it out and cut it from steel, folded it all up and came out with this. This is going to be sitting behind the battery in the bike, but unfortunately it's a little bit too wide, and I found the reason for that now. What happened was I didn't take into account the material thickness difference for the steel and the cardboard. The cardboard is at most about 0.3, 0.4 of a mil thick. The steel is 1.6 mil thick, so even though it's folded on the same lines and drawn out to be the same size, because of the difference in thickness in material, it's actually added the best part of 2.5 to 3 mil, including the bends, onto the width, and I'd made it quite a snug fit. So instead of making a brand new one of these, the plan is I'm going to cut down these folds and just move, so it would sit that way in the bike. I'm going to move this wall and this wall inwards so it's sat on top of the plate rather than against it, weld it back on and then move forwards from there, because this is going to be quite salvageable. So yeah, that's the plan. See how it goes. Okay, so now we've got the box with the sides cut off. I've trimmed the front down a little bit more, so we just see if it fits into this space again, which it now does with no problem at all, which is a much better start. So I'll put the walls back in, I'll tack them on, check it again, and then we'll weld it up and get it ready to be mounted in there properly. Okay, so we've got the sides welded on. It still fits, so I'll get it fully welded, do full seam welds all the way around, both sides, and then grind it up to clean it, and then we'll look about fixing it onto these holes. Right, so we've got it all ground off nice and flat. We've got nice solid welds all the way along here. It fits really nicely into here now, so I'm happy with that. All the blocks and bits in here, there's loads of space for all of them. So now I am going to mark up where these two holes are. Drill through and I'm going to see about just bolting it on and seeing if that gives it enough support. What I might do to give it some extra rigidity is where this flange is, just put a few little diagonals in here, or maybe just one in the middle just to stop it like vibrating up and down, because I actually think the two bolts going through here and into here are going to hold it pretty rigid. There's only one way to find out, so we'll give it a go, and if I need to put a support on the front then I can do that too. but you know, why make something when you don't have to, eh? Okay, so you've got the holes in now. So that is going to sit in there like that. And I've got some nuts and washers. Those are M6 nuts, hex heads. We'll put them through there and there like that. Unfortunately, I can't find any nuts for them. So I'm gonna have to call it a night there until I can get some nuts on these. Once I get that screwed in, then I'll see about making all the bits to hold this in place. We'll mark it all out and cordon it all off, and then we'll see just how rigid it is. I'd imagine, feeling it, that it's going to be totally fine as it is, but as I said earlier, we won't know until we try it. But I'm much happier now that it actually fits where I want it to be, so I can leave that there and come back to it at another day. Okay, this will definitely get put in the bike next time. I'll get the nuts needed to screw it on, and then I can sort out where the little partitions are going to be. We'll get all the little bits mounted in there, and then I'll get it sprayed, primed and painted up, ready so it can just be in there forever, safe and sound. Then we can move on to something else. I don't know, maybe the front or rear mud guards, maybe fit in the headlight. If you guys have anything in particular you want to see how to do, or even if you want me to recap over something, then feel free, chuck it in the comments. I'm always up for being a bit more specific for you. That's not a problem at all. Again, thanks so much for all your ongoing support. It's really good how the channel's still growing. Feel free to tell your family and friends how great this is. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I shall catch you next time. Cheers.